di dalam gedung ini. Informasi ini disampaikan demi kenyamanan dan keselamatan bersama. Gedung UTCC ini memiliki kapasitas 2.500 orang dan dilengkapi dengan 4 jalur evakuasi utama yang terletak di sisi kiri, kanan, depan, dan belakang gedung. Jalur evakuasi ditandai dengan tanda exit berwarna hijau. Apabila terjadi keadaan darurat seperti kebakaran atau gempa bumi, mohon untuk tetap tenang, tidak panik, dan segera menuju pintu darurat terdekat dengan mengikuti arahan dari petugas keamanan atau panitia. Setelah keluar dari gedung, harap segera menuju titik kumpul yang berada di area lapangan parkir utama gedung. Dalam situasi kebakaran, bunyi alarm akan terdengar jelas sebagai tanda evakuasi. Mohon untuk segera menuju tangga darurat yang tersedia dengan tertib. Alat pemadam api ringan atau APAR juga tersedia di beberapa titik strategis di dalam gedung dan dapat digunakan oleh petugas yang berwenang. Petugas keamanan dan panitia telah dibekali pelatihan untuk menangani situasi ini. Jadi, harap ikuti arahan mereka dengan seksama. Jika terjadi gempa bumi, lindungi diri Anda dengan menunduk dan berlindung di bawah meja jika memungkinkan. Setelah guncangan berhenti, segera evakuasi dengan tertib ke titik kumpul yang telah ditentukan. Tetap waspada terhadap kemungkinan gempa susulan dan jangan kembali ke dalam gedung sebelum dinyatakan aman oleh petugas. Bagi peserta yang membutuhkan pertolongan medis, kami telah menyiapkan tim medis dan ambulans yang bersiaga di Klinik Pratama Universitas Terbuka yang dapat Anda temui di Wisma 1 Universitas Terbuka. Jika Anda merasa tidak enak badan atau menemukan peserta lain yang membutuhkan bantuan, segera hubungi petugas atau panitia terdekat. Perlu kami ingatkan juga bahwa dilarang merokok di dalam gedung. Area merokok telah disediakan di luar gedung. Demi keamanan bersama, mohon tidak membawa barang berbahaya seperti senjata tajam atau bahan mudah terbakar. Jaga barang-barang pribadi Anda karena panitia tidak bertanggung jawab atas kehilangan. Demikian informasi keselamatan yang dapat kami sampaikan. Mari kita bersama-sama menjaga ketertiban dan kenyamanan selama acara berlangsung. Terima kasih atas perhatian dan kerjasamanya. Selamat mengikuti acara dengan aman dan menyenangkan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to kindly remind everyone to take your seats and please make sure your mobile phones are set to silent or muted to ensure a smooth and uninterrupted session. In just a few moments, we will begin this prestigious event. We appreciate your cooperation and look forward to an enriching experience together.
Mas. ASEAN Future Sustainable Leader, Miss Ayubi Cakra Diwati.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ASEAN Future Sustainable Leaders, or AFSL 2025. Proudly hosted to you by Universitas Terbuka and Universitas Trisakti, this event is hosted on hybrid mode. And it's an honor to be with all of you here today. My name is Ayubi Chakradiwati, and I'm so delighted to be able to serve as your host on this remarkable occasion. First and foremost, please allow me to extend our warmest welcome to the Rector of Universitas Terbuka, Professor Ali Muktianto. The Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Professor Rahmat Budiman. The Vice Rector for Information Systems and Student Affairs, Professor Paken Pandiangan. We would also like to acknowledge and welcome our honorable guest, the President of ASEAN Accounting Education Work Group, or AAEW, who is also a professor from Malaysia, Professor Zainun binti Abaziz. The board members of AAEW, the Deputy for Coordination of Education Quality Improvement at Coordinating Ministry for Human Development and Culture, Professor Ojat Darajat. The Dean at University Kuala Lumpur Business School Malaysia, Professor Dr. Naziruddin Abdullah. All invited panel speakers, professors, head of institutions, chairs, head of study programs, and not to forget, of course, all participants who are joining us here today directly at Universitas Terbuka Convention Center, and also those who are joining us virtually, maybe on YouTube or Zoom application. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the AFSL is a flagship initiative by AAEW, which aims to empower the ASEAN youth to become agents of sustainable development. And it's such a great honor that today we get to see all the Southeast Asia brothers and sisters over here coming together to inspire, to discuss together. And as you all might have known, that this year's theme, which is empowering ASEAN youth for a sustainable future, innovation, collaboration, and also community action, it truly reflects our shared vision that is sustainability. It's not just an idea, but a responsibility that we carry all together as the next generation of the leaders in our region. And today, as we begin our two-day journey, filled with meaningful discussions and also vibrant collaborations and competition, which is going to be held this afternoon later on, we are happy that we are guided by the spirit of collaboration and diversity that we have. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this special day, I would like to invite you all to stand from your seat to sing together the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya, followed by the hymn of Universitas Terbuka. right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this special moment today, let's take a moment to pause and pray, each in our own belief and faith, so that there is a success of today's program. Let's take this brief moment of silence to pray together. Amin, Ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you very much. May this event be inspiring and filled with positive energy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and now to lift up our mood and also our energy together this morning, let's enjoy a lively touch of Indonesian culture through the traditional Nandak Ajer Betawi dance from West Java. This dance tells a story of a friendly, cheerful young woman who also very assertive and capable of taking care of herself. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the students of Dharma Karya School, Universitas Terbuka. Wow, what a beautiful way to start our morning with energy and culture of Indonesia. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please, one more time, give a big round of applause for the students of Dharma Karya School, Universitas Terbuka. Thank you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our agenda. We will now hear the welcome remarks, and we would like to invite the President of ASEAN Accounting Education Work Group, or AAEW, to deliver the first welcome remark. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Dr. Rozainun binti Aziz.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang saya hormati Prof. Dr. Ali Muktianto, Rektor Universitas Terbuka, Prof. Rahmat Budiman, Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Prof. Dr. Paken Padiangan, Vice Rector for Information System, Dr. Mariani Hasasi, Dean of Faculty of Economic and Business, Dr. Nani Dewi Tanzil, AAEW Advisory Board member, Yang Berbahagia Prof. Dr. Naziruddin, Dean Faculty of, Dean UniKL Business School, my boss also. Okay. Yeah, I have like I have about 20 lines of salutations. So forgive me if I might take the whole morning to address. No, it's okay. What I'll do is I'll just summarize, if you don't mind, in the interest of time. And I'm told that I'll be given 5 minutes. So I have to do this very quickly. So, distinguished guests, representatives from ASEAN countries, delegates, keynote speakers, distinguished keynote speakers, invited panelists, speakers, judges, AAEW Exco members, UT host organizing chairman and committee, respected academics, industry partners, students, AFSL participants, and members across ASEAN. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning and a very warm welcome to our joint event, the 18th ASEAN Accounting Education Work Group, or AAEW meeting, and the international seminar hosted by Universitas Terbuka, Jakarta, Indonesia. It is indeed a pleasure and honor to see so many familiar and new faces gathered here today, united by our shared passion for advancing accounting education and building stronger academic collaboration across the ASEAN region. We call it in our Malay language, we are all serumpun. That means we are all, well, we look like each other in terms of features, and we do things together. And indeed, it's a very exciting. I feel very excited today that we are able to meet today. So on behalf of AAEW, let me first express our deepest appreciation to Universitas Terbuka, Pak Rektor, Prof. Dr. Ali, and his wonderful, enthusiastic, and hard-working management team and the organizing committee for this event. And they have agreed, and now it's come to life of this wonderful event, and their great hospitality, Pak Rektor. I always admire at their very warm welcome. They are always accompanying, they are always accommodating visitors. And my heartfelt thanks also go to all EXCO members, keynote speakers, panel speakers, and participants who have made the effort to join us, whether in person or virtually. I think there are some virtual participants here, and I'd like to congratulate everyone for another milestone together. So the theme of this year's international seminar, Connecting Innovation Across ASEAN, a collaborative approach to sustainability, could not be more fitting. It's with us, it's around us, it's part of us already, and it captures our shared aspiration to strengthen regional cooperation, embrace innovation, and integrate sustainability into the heart of, in AAEW, it would be within the accounting education as well as other disciplines. I always tell my students and peers, friends that I meet, that accounting is actually a lifeblood of any organization. So even though you are a not-for-profit making organization, you still need accounting knowledge to run the business, and especially when it comes to assessing and presenting financial performance. So AAEW, ladies and gentlemen, it was coined back in 2015 with just 5 founding members, and it was in Unpad, Bandung. And we came together basically to network, to know each other, and after that it materialized into working towards better accounting profession and curriculum in ASEAN. So we are passionate about nurturing professionals, students who understand and support the ethical, social, and environmental dimensions of business, capable and skilled of contributing to resilient economies and sustainable societies. We are, like, for me, quite disappointed in the sense that there have been many, those reported, financial scandals. And this is where, while we uphold the corporate governance, we know the standards, we observe the regulatory requirements, but still, we cannot escape from those cases that occur against all the learning and all the qualifications that we have achieved. We have produced graduates, but it's still not good enough. So hopefully AAEW will be able to take part in this journey together with students, universities, professionals, and the practitioners, so that we can build a better profession in the industry. So today's event is a platform to share knowledge, build more network, create more lasting collaboration. So hopefully it's not a touch and go situation. And through AAEW, we want to reaffirm our commitment to harmonizing accounting education across ASEAN, strengthening research and networking. So it's always easier said than done, but we are very happy to see more and more networking, more and more participants from ASEAN coming together to work together towards a better future, not just for us, but also for our successors. So in fostering the next generation of ASEAN leaders, an idea initially coined by our advisory board, who is Dr. Nanny here, and we organized the ASEAN Future Sustainable Leaders AFSL competition, and it's a 2-year once event among universities in ASEAN, and we will have the finals later this afternoon, and this is the platform where we bring ideas and efforts coming from our successors, our students, towards contributing to the achievement of the 17 SDGs, Alhamdulillah. And as we begin today's program, on behalf of AAEW, I invite all participants to engage actively, exchange ideas openly, celebrate the diversity that makes our region so special. We are all different, but we all have equal opportunities together to take advantage of our experience, our expertise, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve a much better height in our endeavors. So together, let us make this international seminar. I'm sure the seminar will give us good input for us to take back, take home for further initiatives at our universities and at our organizations. So enjoy the seminar and also the 18th AAEW meeting for members, and I'm sure this is a meaningful achievement in our journey towards a sustainable and connected ASEAN. Thank you very much for the warm hospitality, Pak Rector, Prof. Dr. Ali, and we are all very happy to be here in Jakarta. Wabillahi taufiq walhidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Professor Aidin, for the warm and motivated speech this morning. And we would also like to extend our warm welcome to the Deputy for Coordination of Education Quality Improvement at Coordinating Ministry for Human Development and Culture, Professor Ojit Darajat. Good morning and welcome to AFSL 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, as we continue our agenda today, it is now our honor to hear from the leader of the institution that has long been at the forefront of open and distance education in Indonesia, Universitas Terbuka, and to also officially open the AFSL 2025. Please join me in welcoming the Rector of Universitas Terbuka, Professor Ali Muktianto, to deliver his opening speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan, Rahayu, Rahayu, Rahayu. Good morning, distinguished guests, college and students. Our honored guest, the first Professor Ojat Darajat MPhus PhD, Deputy for Coordination of Education Quality Improvement at the Coordinating Ministry for Human Development and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia, and also the former of UT Rectors. The second, Professor Dr. Naziruddin Abdullah, Dean of University Kuala Lumpur Business School, Malaysia. The third one, Professor Dr. Rozainun Binti Abdul Aziz, President of the ASEAN Accounting Educators Work Group, EEAW, Thank you for your recent on support. We also thank ALW Universitas Trisakti as our host partner, our co-hosts, speakers, judges, and partners, institutions from Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Thank you for your trust and collaboration. And to everyone here, welcome to Universitas Terbuka. On behalf of Universitas Terbuka, welcome to the opening of ASEAN Future Sustainable Leaders 2025. Our theme is Empowering ASEAN Youth for a Sustainable Future, Innovation, Collaboration, and Community Action. AFSL 2025 is more than an event. This is our shared commitment. Our region faces real challenges: climate change, inequality, and digital disruption. We must answer them with collaboration, innovation, and education together. As Indonesian pioneers in open and distance learning, Universitas Terbuka keeps education inclusive, borderless, and transformative. We aim to grow leaders who are globally competent, socially responsible, and environmentally conscious. Today, we start a series of activities: an international seminar, a youth sustainability competition, international community services, and cultural exchange, and the 18th AAEW meeting. These activities connect campus and community and create real impact. To our young participants and students, you are ASEAN thought-bearers. Lead with integrity, build solutions that help people and the planet. Turn your ideas into action and let your action inspire others. May this gathering strengthen our unity, spark innovation, and move us forward toward a sustainable ASEAN community. Wallahu muwaffiq ila thoriq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Prof. Ali. Please remain on stage as we proceed with the symbolic official opening of our event. We would also like to invite to the stage Professor Zainun, Professor Rahmat Budiman, Professor Paken Pandiangan, and Dr. Meirani Harsasi to come along to witness the symbolic official opening of AFSL 2025. All right, everyone, please take position. Take position and get ready there. And please allow me to lead the session. Ladies and gentlemen, as a symbolic gesture of this meaningful occasion, we are going to witness the gong sounding ceremony marking the beginning of this year's AFSL 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all join me together in this exciting moment. I will now lead the countdown. In 3, 2, 1. Cue the gong sound. There it is, AFSL 2025 has officially begun. Please take a moment to take pictures together. Please move forward a bit. And the photographers are ready over there. And please put your brightest smile as we officially open the event. All right. Another pose. That is the UT pose, ladies and gentlemen, a very remarkable pose in Universitas Terbuka. Right. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain to your seat. Thank you. And we're moving forward to below the stage now. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, please come forward to down the stage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would also like to invite Professor Ojat and Professor Zainun is also there, and the other keynote speaker. And all audience, ladies and gentlemen, please raise from your seat. We're going to take pictures together. Please raise from your seat. Yes, please raise from your seat. We're going to take pictures together to commemorate this moment, to keep this moment alive through pictures together. For the first pose, please put your brightest smile and counting down in 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold on there. Hold on there. Still keep your brightest smile. We're still taking pictures. Right. Can we move on to the second pose? Right? The second pose we're doing, yes, the fighting pose. We call it semangat, the fighting pose together. As you can see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, please put the same pose. Counting down in 3, 2, 1. All right. Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain to your seat as we proceed with the next agenda. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the next agenda now. That is the keynote speech session. So the speaker that we have in this session is one of the most well-known and influential figures in the history of Universitas Terbuka. He served as a rector of UT for 2 consecutive leadership periods. That's a milestone that reflects how much trust placed in his vision and also his strong leadership in advancing open and distance education, and holding PhD in curriculum theory and implementation from Simon Fraser University, Canada. He currently holds the position of Deputy for Coordination of Education Quality Improvement at the Coordinating Ministry for Human Development and Culture, Indonesia. One more thing, ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of his leadership, this year he received the Excellence in Leadership for Digital Transformation Award from Metro TV. So with an honor, the person is already there, very keen to share his insights. Please join me in welcoming Professor Ojat Darajat.
Very good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm so excited to be here today with you. I think there is a very good moment for us to share our knowledge, experience, having a small talk with other from people from different countries and ASEAN regions. And of course, in this very good moment, I would like to express my appreciation. My appreciation goes to Bapak Rektor, Profesor Dr. Ali Muktianto, Director of Terbuka, and also a friend of mine, Ibu Dekan, Ibu Dr. Merini Harsasi, the Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Business, and also Professor Dr. Rozainun binti Abdul Aziz, the AAEW Presidents, UT top management leaders, we can see here, Vice Director and also the Director, the Dean, all UT top leaders, and also distinguished speakers from different ASEAN regions, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. In my session today, I would like to share my presentations entitled One Vision. Can someone take my slide, please? For the first slide, please. Previous slide. No, the previous slide, the first slide, please. Okay. This one. Oh, sorry. That one. So in my session today, I would like to share with you my presentations, my slide talking about one vision, 700 million voices. This is what the ASEAN regional density, citizens, orchestrating ASEAN's human development symphony. Of course, this is with my profound sense of honor that I stand before you today here. And again, I extend my deepest gratitude to the Director of UT, Prof. Ali, and the Economics and Business Faculty, Prof. Merani, and also ASEAN Future Sustainable Leader Secretariat for providing this distinguished platform to share a vision that beats in the heart of my ministry. Currently, I have been assigned as the Deputy for Education Quality Improvement Kemenko PMK, the Republic of Indonesia. It is my, imagine a grand orchestra. There is no one musicians, no one instrument, but 1,000 playing in harmony. That is the future we are composing together. We are as ASEAN citizens. We are a family, ASEAN family, ASEAN community. And when we look at the data, currently, in terms of ASEAN investment in 2024, saying that we got about 226 billion US dollar. Of course, this is very good condition for us for driving innovation in development for ASEAN regions. And then in terms of ASEAN trade volume, in 2024, we got 3.8 trillion, almost 4 trillion US dollar. This is very good for us for powering regional economic growth. And this is also very good for us to achieve a greater future for ASEAN regions. Indonesia is one of the country member of ASEAN. We have what we call it Indonesia Emas 2045, or we call it the Golden Indonesia 2024 visions. And of course, this national vision aligns and reinforces the ASEAN Community Vision 2024. It is our dream for the future that Indonesia would like to achieve as top 5 global economy in the future, with a per capita income of 23,000 until 30,000 US dollar. And also, now we are also trying to reduce the poverty, lowering inequality, and also we would like to attain rank in top 15 global power index, and also world-class human capital, achieving 0.73. This is our aim in the future, aligned with the ASEAN future creator. And for that, the government of Indonesia aims to lift Indonesia Human Development Index by investing in different sectors, something like in health, and of course, it is very strategic option to invest in education sectors and also multi-sector skills. Indonesia's recent contribution to ASEAN in 2023, Indonesia developed ASEAN Concord 4 for the preparation of ASEAN Vision 2024 that lead to the adoption of ASEAN Community Vision 2024. And then also our another contribution, ASEAN Declaration for the One Health Initiative, spearheaded by Indonesia, strengthen regional health architecture through cross-pillar cooperation in ASEAN, and then as host and support the establishment of the ASEAN Coordinating Center for Trans-Boundary Health Population Control. And also the next one, Indonesia was the first ASEAN member to complete UNESCO's AI Readiness Assessment methodology in 2024. Hopefully, in the next future, Indonesia can contribute more than today. As I now have been assigned as deputy for education quality improvement, this is our concern, aligned with the what we call it RPJP dan RPJMN or perencanaan jangka panjang, long-term planning and national long-term development plan. Indonesia aims to have per capita income of 30,000 US dollar. Here in education, I would like to share with you about the progress. Currently, we have our President Quick Win program in our country in different sectors. And one of the powerful and strategic sector in education. Now we have 4 Quick Win President's program dealing with education. The first one is about revitalization. Okay, sorry, that one. School revitalizations. This is about, as you know that in Indonesia there are many school buildings in different regions have been renovated by the government. This is a school renovation or revitalization has progressing in 10,931 schools across Indonesia, almost 11,000, with more than 12.4 trillion Indonesian rupiah allocated for revitalization assistance. As you know that Indonesia, including primary school, secondary, there are many buildings in not good condition today. So we would like to rehabilitation this building. And then the second one, also the president, we have a very specific program, what we call it Sekolah Unggul Garuda or Garuda Excellence School, or sometimes people also call people SUG, Sekolah Unggul Garuda, or SUGAR, Sekolah Unggul Garuda. This is very strategic program by the presidents, and it is expected that at the end 2029, we can establish a total of 100 Garuda Excellence School across Indonesia. This is the school for gifted and talented students. And then currently, in this year, 2025, we have already kicked off 12 Garuda Transformation High School across 11 provinces and ready to operate. And then also we built 4 new Garuda High School. This is the new one. In 4 provinces in Indonesia, the first one in Soe, Timur, Tengah, Selatan, Nusa Tenggara Timur, the first one. This is the new Sekolah Unggul Garuda. And then the second one in Belitung Timur, in Bangka Belitung Province. And then the third one in Kalimantan Utara, Bulungan Kalimantan Utara, and the fourth one in Konawe, Sulawesi Tenggara. This is about Sekolah Unggul Garuda or Garuda Excellence School. And then the third Quick Win Presidents Program, we have now Sekolah Rakyat, or we call it People Schools. This Sekolah Rakyat is to be built for Indonesian citizens with low income, needy people, are very needy people, very poor and extremely poor families. In BPS statistic, what we call it Decile 1 and Decile 2. We build 100 new schools every year dedicated to children from poor and extremely poor, miskin dan miskin ekstrim. We got 159 people school ready to operate and hosting capacity for 15,895 students currently. And then the last one, also we have a program, not education decision, but for a specific, what we call it, instructional process digitalization. Digitalisasi pembelajaran. As we know that the advance in technology has a significant impact in different aspects of our life, including in education. Therefore, it is very important for us, for Indonesia, move on from traditional way in teaching and learning of students. We would like to integrate the advanced technology in institutional process. That's why our president proposing and implementing digitalisasi pembelajaran or instructional decisions. Distributing more than almost 300,000 units of smart board, not smart TV, smart board platform for online learning all across Indonesia. And also by the end of 2025, all schools starting from early childhood education, primary and secondary will be equipped with smartboard TV smartboard platform for better learning outcomes. Just what happened in UT, we are very excessive in implementing technology in education for institutional process. We integrate AI for teaching learning process using chatbot, online digital room, synchronous and asynchronous interaction. As you know that in Indonesia there are many remote islands. There are many students living in remote islands. It is very difficult for them to get access to learning content with high quality. That's why our government try to develop Rumah Pendidikan. Rumah Pendidikan is dedicated for students not only in urban area, in suburb area, and also for students in remote islands. In the context of our country, Indonesia, this is very challenging because access point for students and teachers living in remote islands, sometimes it is very difficult to get access, not only about access issues, but also about literacy level of our students. This is very challenging, that's why there are no many educators, operators from different primary school and secondary school have been invited by us to get something like workshop for better understanding in terms of implementing technology in education. Aligned with the President's quick win programs, as I now have been assigned as the Deputy for Quality Improvement Educations, and Kemenko PMK, Pembangunan Manusia dan Kebudayaan, the Development for Human Development and Cultural Affairs, Mr. Prabowo Subianto has placed innovation in health, science, methodology, and education in the heart of these national priorities. And today, we would like to concern about a program in my ministry for human development and cultural affairs. Human development encompasses a wide range of elements as an integrated whole, spanning health, education, culture, and the empowerment of vulnerable groups. The Coordinating Ministry for Human Development and Cultural Affairs has launched 6 flagship programs reflecting Indonesia priorities and supporting ASEAN visions. As you can see here, in my ministry today, we have PMK Data Prime. This is an integrated AI-based data governance. As we know that in the context of data about our students starting in primary school and secondary, and also for students in high school, this is very interpreted, and this is very important for us for consolidating knowledge management through data integration and interoperability, MIS system, and predictive analytics. For example, when we would like to have the data for students in elementary school, we would like to provide scholarship for them. Of course, very important for us to get the very strategic data about students, including students disabled students. Okay, this is very short time, so this is just our flagship, both PMK Data Prime and also Education Unggul, excellent in education, equality for all, karakter kita for national character. Also, we build satu kesehatan, one health, and also we have branding flagship kita tangguh, collective resilience, because there are many bencana alam in our country, empowering society and related stakeholders to strengthen awareness and resiliency in mitigating disaster risk. Bencana alam, this is very quite often in my country. So this is very important. Ladies and gentlemen, here, I think this is very important for us today. This call to action, Indonesia and ASEAN in harmony for human development. The first one, we have to explore framework for multilateral and bilateral cooperations. And also the second one, develop regional center of excellence. First, we have to encourage trust building and address capacity gaps among ASEAN countries. And then we have also to share best practices from Indonesia Garuda Excellence School and People's School, Sekolah Raya. And also we have to build center to support talent development in health, education, and advanced digital innovations. And then the last one, consolidate effort to advance Indonesia's role in human capital innovation for ASEAN Vision 2045. Now we are talking about Indonesian youth, but we call it pemuda. Let's slide the future. I think this is very important. As I know that for the data, we disclose that Indonesian youth, it is about 64.22 million. So this is about 23% from total populations. So very important how to facilitate youth Indonesia and also youth ASEAN to get well educated for a better future. But for that, I think it is very important for us concerned with for the first one with the individual glowing up. It is very important. Upskilling is a must. It means that when we upgrade ourselves, it means that we have upgrade our future. There are 8 skills in demand in 2025, in medical skill, cyber security, electronic skills, and ICT skill, renewable energy, teaching skill, supply chains, and cloud computing. So it is very important for us, for university leaders to offer that kind of program study, not just offering what we call a saturated program. There are many saturated programs. I think it is maybe time for us to close that saturated program. Next. It is very important also for youth, be a T-shaped person. We have to widen our knowledge. T-shape consists of 2 bars. The horizontal bar, it's about our knowledge, and also the vertical bar. In this kind of device, it is very important to have a deep expertise for vertical bar. So your mental health is your greatest asset. I said here, in the era kecepatan tinggi, burnout is real. 12% of our young Indonesian people mengalami pengangguran, unemployment. This is all, of course, something like stressful for young students. Of course, it's very important for us to accept soft skill yang tidak bisa digantikan AI. AI is tool. AI is complement for us. How we can utilize AI for our work, for our future, for attending our future. That's why critical thinking, problem solving, communication, and empathy, it is a soft skill, is very important for us. And secondly, as we know that to achieve and to get success in the future, it is very important for us to get network each other. We would not able to achieve our future success without help of others. We absolutely need others, our friends, our network, who share the same commitment. Therefore, collective power, collaborations, getting involved, bergerak bersama, bergerak bareng, becoming a strategic option to become future ASEAN leaders. Oh, sorry. Here, this is a problem, I think very important, but just to get something like a motivation for our youth Indonesian. Jadilah pelopor, gak perlu nunggu senior. It is very important to motivate our youth Indonesian people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Ojad Darajat, for sharing your insights. Ladies and gentlemen, now that we're moving on to the second session of the keynote speech, our next speaker is a respected economist and academic leader from Malaysia. Holding a PhD in economics from University of Tsukuba, Japan, he currently serves as the Dean at University Kuala Lumpur Business School. He has extensive experience in teaching, research, and postgraduate leadership, and also has contributed widely in the academic collaboration in the region. So, without further ado, please welcome Professor Dr. Naziruddin Abdullah.
This is next slide, yeah? Yes. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته and very good morning to all guests, speakers, participants, organizers, you name it, a very long list. But let me address the most important ones. No other than the rector of UT, Bapak Professor Dr. Ali, and the vice rectors, the doctors, the deans, and also my colleague, not to forget my colleague from Malaysia, Professor Ruzainun. The topic given to me is mouthful, but I'll try to limit myself to 15 minutes, as been instructed by the organizer. I'm a half Japanese, so I'm always sticking to the time given. All in all, I have 6 pages of 6 slides. Then I'll try to get them done within the time frame given to me. The topic is, as shown on the screen, wide screen, empowering greenpreneurs, mobilizing MSMEs, and ASEAN youth for a sustainable future through community-driven innovation. Let me touch on my slides online. First of all, I will give a brief introduction of what the topic is all about, followed by the roles of MSMEs and youth. The third one will be on the challenges, focusing on MSMEs and also youth, the challenges that might be, that the MSMEs and youth might be facing while they are engaging themselves in the sustainable future through community-driven innovation. The fourth will be community engagement as a catalyst, followed by strategic pathways forward. Number 6 will be on action, 7, 9-point priority agenda, and few examples will be followed later. And finally, I will conclude my presentation by giving you the conclusion. Just take a look at the very first slide. Doesn't appear. Yeah, sure. Oh.
You can just go next slide.
Yeah?
We can, the operator will.
Can we go to the next slide, please? Second, please. Okay. I don't have to mention all of those things. We are gathered here not just to talk about sustainability, but to explore how we as a region, as communities, as an individuals can act and act together for a better, greener, and sustainable future. Climate change and social disparity, you name it, and also the use of resource scarcities is no longer a distant threat. It is already shaping the way we live, work, and grow. At the same time, our economies are evolving, and so are the roles of our young people and entrepreneurs. Today, I want to focus on an exciting intersection: how we can empower youth and micro, small, and medium enterprises, for short MSMEs, through community-driven green innovation. The truth is simple: a sustainable ASEAN future depends on local action, and the action starts with people. Next slide, please. Let's begin with MSMEs. These businesses are the lifeblood of ASEAN economies. They make up over 90% of enterprises and provide the majority of employment in our region. MSMEs shape our local markets, our supply chain, and our communities. But they are also under increasing pressure to remain competitive, to adapt to climate risk, and to respond to changing consumer expectations around sustainability. And then we have ASEAN youth. Over half of our region's population is under 35. This is not just a statistic, it's a superpower. I was quite surprised to be told just now that Indonesia alone has 62.22 million of youth, not to mention the whole range of ASEAN countries. Young people today are not just the leaders of tomorrow, they are already leading. They are digital natives, climate activists, technology innovators, and social entrepreneurs. When we give youth the tools, the platforms, and the trust, they become powerful agents of sustainable change. Now imagine what happens when MSMEs and youth join forces, supported by their communities, to lead a green transition. This is the future that we should aim for. Next slide, please. The third part which I'm going to share with you today is on the challenges faced. Any initiative that we are taking, regardless of whether it is MSMEs or youth, they will have to face the challenges. Of course, this vision is not without its challenges. For MSMEs, the barriers to going green and real: a limited access to capital for sustainable technologies, a lack of clear incentives, sometimes even a lack of awareness about environmentally friendly alternatives. For youth, the journey can be just as difficult. Finding the right and dependable mentors or financial support, navigating regulatory systems, being taken seriously as entrepreneurs. And often, there is a disconnect between top-down policies and what's happening on the ground in local communities where real change is needed. Next, please. Community engagement as a catalyst. As such, an integration approach by way of bringing together community into the equation, connecting MSMEs and youth, is not an option. When we root sustainability in local communities, when we listen to local challenges and co-create solutions, we unlock innovation that is relevant, resilient, and impactful. Across ASEAN, we already see inspiring examples. In the Philippines, community-run urban farming initiatives are reducing food insecurity and carbon emissions. In Indonesia, youth-led plastic upcycling businesses are turning waste into income. In Vietnam and Thailand, MSMEs are adopting circular economy models in partnership with local cooperatives. These aren't isolated stories. They are proof that community-driven green entrepreneurship works, and they remind us that real sustainability is built from the ground up. Next slide, please. The strategic pathway forward. So how do we scale these successes and bring more MSMEs and youth into the green economy? Let me suggest a few pathways. Number one, education and awareness. We need to provide accessible training on green business practices. Schools, universities, and vocational programs must integrate sustainability into entrepreneurship curricula. Number two, access to resources. Create more funding pathways for youth-led green startups. Strengthen incubation hubs focused on environmental innovation. Offer incentives for MSMEs to green their supply chains. Third, policy support and cross-sector partnership. Governments must offer tangible support, green tax incentives, grants, procurements, preferences. At the same time, public-private community, which I call triple helix, partnerships must become the norm, not the exception. The example of which is Singapore. Number four, empowering youth networks. Facilitate exchange programs and cross-border collaborations among young greenpreneurs, borderless region. Support student-led sustainability clubs, hackathons, and innovation labs. By investing in people, not just projects, we build a truly inclusive green economy. Actions. Next is actions. We have three different actions. Next slide, please. We have three different actions there. One is by to the MSMEs. Number two is to the youth, and number three is to our policymakers and institutions. As far as the MSMEs are concerned, you have to start small, but start today. Whether it's reducing plastic use or switching to local suppliers, every green step counts. It's just like every cent matters. In this particular case, every green step counts. Next, we go to the youth. Your ideas matter. Speak up. Organize. You have to collaborate. You don't need to wait for permission to lead. Your mind should get louder than your voice. Number three, the third one, to our policymakers and institutions. Build enabling environments. Listen to your communities. Co-create with them, not just for them. Specifically, the policymakers, to me, they should walk the talk. Next is the 9-point priority agenda. Number one, be transparent, participatory, effective and efficient governance. Number two, safe, secure and resilient community. Number three, bountiful, clean and protected environment. The fourth agenda, progressive economy. The fifth agenda, proud and diverse culture. Number six, sustainable tourism. Number seven, care for the vulnerable members of the society. Number eight, health, education and well-being. And finally, synergy. Those are the 9-point priority agenda as far as the MSMEs and youth of ASEAN countries are concerned. I have a few examples there. Let me skip the next two slides. Perhaps just share slides number, the next slide. What will be the next slide? Thank you. It started, not this one, next one. Yeah, started operation in 2009 with only 30 women members, and at present has a total of 135 members who continuously preserve and promote their local cultural traditions through their #1 cultural performance and showcases that reflect the heritage of Sama and Bajau communities. 2, cultural tourism. The association has integrated cultural experiences into their tourism offerings and culinary heritage and promotion. The women also focus on preserving their culinary traditions by offering traditional Sama and Bajau dishes to the tourists. Last slide, please, on the conclusion. I think I'm taking almost 50 minutes now. Last slide, the conclusion. Dear colleagues, the path to sustainable ASEAN is not built in boardrooms alone. It's built in small villages and urban neighborhoods, in classrooms and co-working spaces, in farms and markets and digital communities. When youth and MSMEs are empowered by their communities, they don't just participate in the green economy, they shape it. So let us move forward together with courage and collaboration towards a future where innovation is green, entrepreneurship is inclusive, and growth is sustainable. Thank you very much for your time. Hopefully, I'm sharing whatever I have in my mind with you today, and it's enough for you to take home all of them. Thank you very much again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Professor, for sharing your experience and insights. And please remain on the stage because we're moving on to the token of appreciation session. So, ladies and gentlemen, for that one, may we also invite Professor Ojat Darajat to come up to the stage, as well as Professor Ali Muktianto to present the appreciation to our distinguished keynote speakers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we literally just got the very insightful sessions just now from these two distinguished keynote speakers. You know that we commemorating this special moment first to Professor Ojat Darajat for his insightful speech that has been shared to all of us. And also a certificate of appreciation for Professor Ojat. It's a very valuable moment that we had today. And And the second plaque is given to Professor Naziruddin Abdullah from University Kuala Lumpur Business School. Thank you very much for sharing your experience, Professor Naziruddin, and another certificate of appreciation. And ladies and gentlemen, please give your biggest round of applause for all of our keynote speakers today. I will take some moment to keep this into a good memory for all of us. Put the brightest smile to the camera. Give the positive energy to our event today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain to your seat. Thank you. We would like to ask Professor Ali to please remain on the stage, as now that we will move on to the next session. So, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to inform you that the member institutions of AAEW have signed collaboration agreement through desk-to-desk process earlier. So therefore, next to our agenda to commemorate the milestone between all the member institutions, we would like to invite the president of AAEW, Professor Zainan, also the Deans of Faculty of Economic and Business, Dr. Meirani Hersasi, along with all representatives from the participating institution to come up to the stage, bring the signed document. We're gonna take a photo together, a photo shoot there. So we would like to invite representatives from Universitas Bayangkara Jakarta Raya, Professor Dr. Istianingsih, from ICMA Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, Mr. Nur Sakti Niko Rosandi, Universitas Trisakti Dr. Sekar Mayangsari, Universitas Bunda Mulia Mrs. Teresia Olivia, De La Salle University das Marinhas, Philippines Dr. Elma Lim Mallorca, Universitas Matlaul Anwar Dr. Vedliani Dasmaran, Universitas Pajajaran Dr. Nani Dewi Tanzil, Universitas Pembangunan Jaya Dr. Yohanes Tautak Suyoto, Universitas Warma Dewa Mr. Igustin Ngurah Sanjaya, Universitas Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa Dr. Munawar Mohlis, as well as from High Five Dr. Sabar L. Tobin. Please come forward to the stage as we will have the token of appreciation from the AAEW President. We invite all the representatives that I just mentioned just now. So ladies and gentlemen, may we kindly ask you to kindly hold up the document, right? Hold up the document and please look at the camera over there. Put your brightest smile. And we're counting down. Is everyone ready with the document? All right. All right, good. With the fighting pose, semangat, pose semangat. All right, counting down in 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Have we got the smile pose? Another one smile pose. All right, we have another one pose. Put your brightest smile to the camera. And counting down in 3, 2, 1. All right, now we invite the president of AAEW to hand over the token of appreciation to all the participating institutions here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the form of appreciation from the president of AAEW for making the contribution, the cooperation with one another to strengthen the partnership in the ASEAN region. As you can see that this moment It reminds us of our united, our shared vision, and also dedication to empowering ASEAN regional partnership. And one by one, as you can see now, they are sealing a promise of cooperation and friendship among all the ASEAN institutions. And we're almost getting there, literally one by one. So many institutions that are coming, collaborating together and represent the strong partnership amongst the ASEAN's partner institutions. And let's take one last picture with holding the plaques that is given by our president of AAEW. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please look at the camera and put your brightest smile and count it down in 3, 2, 1. All right, congratulations to all member institutions, and may this collaboration among us bring about meaningful collaborations and strengthen our partnership in ASEAN. So please remain back to your seat. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a very happy moment that we had just now. We literally had very fruitful session, 2 keynote speech sessions, so much insights that we got there. And also we had the plaque handover from the president of AEW, very nice experience and atmosphere that we had. And now let's move on to the next agenda, that is the panel session. So one thing that I would like to inform you that unlike the previous two sessions, the keynote speech, on this session we will have someone who will lead this session. So our person, he serves as the head of the doctoral program in management at the postgraduate school Universitas Terbuka, and he earned his PhD from National Institute of Development Administration in Thailand. And previously, he worked with international financial institutions in Jakarta and Singapore. And another information for you to know is that this person also served as a visiting lecturer in Thailand before and actively contributes as a researcher and reviewer for several international journals. His research focuses on financial management, sustainability economics, and small business development. So it is a truly honor to have him guide the panel session today. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Martino Wibowo.
Hello. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan, and Rahayu. That's the way our people in Indonesia used to be used for the greetings to the guests, or we respect our honorable guests. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, rectors, vice rectors, the former rectors, president of AFSL, the dean, distinguished guests, and honorable speakers, I'm so delighted to be here with you in the parallel session of the ASEAN Future Sustainable Leaders, AFSL 2025, with the core of conference Empowering ASEAN Youth for a Sustainable Future, Innovation, Collaboration, and Community Action in our beloved campus, Universitas Terbuka, from November 7 to 8, 2025. Today, we've gathered around here to share our thoughts and insight, to have a range of topics with our excellent presenter from around the globe. And as introduced by Master of Ceremony, Mbak Abi, I will bring this session from start into the end. Okay, a quick highlight. For each presenter, we'll have 15 minutes to present, followed by 15 minutes for Q&A. I think I don't want to go further for this because MC have introduced my name. I am Tino, and once again, I'm so happy to present here. Okay, without further ado, I would like invite our speaker. First is Dr. Isnaini Akhdiat, SAMAK, CA, CISA, CISM, CIJT, ASEAN CPA. I could carry on for further because there's so many reputable certification for him. And he is a National Executive Board member of the Indonesian Institute of Accountants and managing partner of Ernst & Young. So I do hope that all the speakers will speak on tech and innovations, synergy for sustainability topics. Okay, Pak Dr. Isnaini, I will read for the background of him, for the short. Dr. Isnaini Akhdiat, he has so many academic, professional working experience, particularly in field of finance. He graduates from a bachelor degree in Assumption University and also obtained his master and doctoral degree from University of Indonesia. Okay, I will invite Dr. Isnaini Ahdiat, MAK CA, to this stage. Give big rounded applause for Dr. Isnaini. Okay, please, Dr. Isnaini, you can choose the seat. Okay, Dr. Isnaini, you have prepared for your presentation, right?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, we look forward to Dr. Isnaini to open his laptop.
Well, I'm ready.
Okay, now Dr. Isnaini. Okay, before we move ahead, because the organizer staff telling me that I have to invite all the speakers to move to the stage. So I will try to invite the speakers. So the next speakers accompanied Dr. Isnaini is Dr. Lilian Ko. Dr. Lilian Ko now is having here now. Are you ready to go on the stage? Okay, please, I invite Dr. Ko. Give a rounded applause for the Dr. Ko. And I would like to introduce the third speaker, Associate Professor Vesarat Aume Bonsuk, PhD. Now, she also having here right now. I saw her, sorry. Okay, let me invite Associate Professor Vesarat Aume Bonsuk, PhD, to the stage. Okay, nice to meet you, Prof. Vesarat, Dr. Ko, and also Dr. Isnaini. Nice to meet you once again. Okay, and the fourth speakers, Dr. Nguyen Titong Tini. Now she is still in Vietnam, so she might be joining with us through the online mode, yeah. Okay, I will, once again, I will invite Dr. Isnaini to present his materials now. If you're ready, time is yours, Dr. Isnaini.
Thank you, moderator, and good morning, everyone. Happy being here with the rest of the speaker, better together here. I thought it was only myself. This is a very good opportunity for me to speak on the sustainability issue. It's been hot, and we've been tracking down all the performance that we achieved so far. And apparently, based on the data that I read until last night, it's still below the target at the ASEAN level and at every individual country, as well as the organizations. That means we need to do a lot in terms of achieving what I can say is our dream, collectively the dream of the next generations, to see that our planet is basically safe. Because the global warming continues to have, and we've seen in many news and update that basically there are a lot of issues in terms of this global warming. We really need to be safety in terms of the transportations and many things. I have slides, but I don't think I will cover that because it's 15 minutes, it's very short. And I think since you asked me to speak on the ASEAN level, that means also we need to come up with something concrete on the recommendation aspect. I'd like to divide into three things. First is the regional policy and the governance alignment. Since that ASEAN members now, I think it's about 11, right, including Timor. So we don't have a standard, meaning that we track down the performance differently among ASEAN member states. That creates also a difficulty in understanding how we've been going that far, especially from people outside ASEAN. They are confused about what actually performance that you have achieved because we don't have the same taxonomy. And that's basically my recommendation as well, that we agree on that tracking and then we can report more accurate. So ASEAN should harmonize sustainability and energy data standards across member states under a unified ASEAN taxonomy, establish a regional green tech regulatory sandbox, and coordinate policies to accelerate smart grid interconnections. And this smart grid has been like people talking about how to make sure that on that aspect of electricity, for example, that we can really track down and measure whether we supply the electricity proper enough and not excessive, and we can understand then the performance of the sustainability. Number two is the regional green finance ecosystem. First, before I speak about the ecosystem, this green finance is also detrimental in terms of success. We really need to understand that everyone committed, including all the ASEAN members, that this green finance must have the platform, and we ensure that the capital flows into those sectors that is friendly to the planet. So ASEAN should create a cross-border green finance platform that standardizes digital green bonds and carbon instrument. And more importantly is also we can use the blockchains or the DLT backed by regional tax incentives, which I think is important to have the tax incentives on this. Without that incentive, there is no attractiveness. And blended finance facilities to mobilize private capital for renewable and digital transition projects. Lastly, we talk about talents, and I think that's recommendations that should be, coming up with the green talent. And today people talk about digital, right? So we will come up with the green digital talent mobility. Why is that mobility? Is because there must be one country to the other. They may have like more people here, less people there. So we need to ensure that this mobility is there, meaning that people can easily transport, mobilize. They will be in presence at the place we need. That means also we need a standard certifications for people working on this arena. I can think of like having like a green accountants or green auditor certifications. There may have been some, but we just need to ensure that this is recognizable by its country. So the Singaporean accountant, Malaysian accountant, Indonesian accountant, we can just like easily mobilize and fulfill the needs on each of the country. So ASEAN should build a regional talent pool for the twin transition, which is the green and the digital, because those two becoming a thematic today. So it's very important. And integrating common green digital curricula, supporting cross-border training exchanges, and recognizing mutual certifications to enable labor mobility in clean energy, grid, and digital infrastructure sectors. I think that concludes my presentation. The files of my PowerPoint is there. I don't think I need to present one by one. It takes an hour, I think. So I would let also my next presenters I don't think they can wait for me. Thank you.
No, I mean, the 15 minutes is for each presenters, but the 15 minutes following is for Q&A for all the presenters we have.
I'm
So
ready for
you
the
have-
Q&A.
You still have more time to go if you want like to present, but if you want to hand over to other,
Yes, that's pretty much cover all my recommendations, and I will subsidize or transfer my time to her.
Okay then. Okay. Next is Dr. Ko. Are you ready for your presentation? Oh, you need the PowerPoint slides. Okay, you can stand up or you can just sit down in your chair. So okay, it's convenient to stand up. So time is yours and the floor also yours. Okay. Somebody can help us to fix.
Good morning. Selamat pagi.
Pagi.
I'm honored to stand in front of you to be able to discuss this super important topic. And I understand that we've got an audience of people who are the most important people, because we are going to talk about from ledgers to leadership. So the future of accounting in an AI-driven, sustainable ASEAN. So what are we going to talk about? Are we still saying that we no longer are relevant? Far from it, all right? In fact, if you give me time, I will run through slide by slide as to how we are evolving and how AI and ESG has to be our future, if not now, all right? So thank you very much. Please click very fast, otherwise they'll be here until lunch. Can we have the next slides? Quickly, quickly. Thank you. Skip. I think they all know me, huh? Okay, skip. Right. I was from NTU and MOE all my life, right? 17 years in MOE, 17 years in NTU. At Nanyang Technological University, I was teaching postgraduate courses in accounting, business, and economics. But fintech got so exciting. And what is fintech? Fintech is actually ABCD. AI, blockchain, cloud, and cybersecurity, which is your corporate governance. D, data analytics, data storytelling, data visualization. And E, ESG. So Singapore has seen the transformation whereby we went through, all right, and all of us went through that COVID, which is a black swan event, and we all suddenly realized that, hey, AI is here, why aren't we leveraging on it? And how many of us still go to a bank, fill in TT form just to send money across to another country? Do you do that? Okay, never mind. You know, when you speak to an Asian audience, you don't expect people to be present. No, I'm just kidding. So you find that AI has come in and taken over a lot of process automation. So why are we still doing that filling in of TT forms? You just pick up your phone. Immediately you can have payments, cross-border payments, real time. All right? Same. When you find that when we look at our collaborative research centers, we are looking at our interdisciplinary approaches, boom, everything happens so fast. Last AAEW meetings, you had the privilege of listening to our president who talked about how research is evolving so fast and we are all using AI to do our literature review, to do our data analytics, to do our interpretation. But, all right, no brain rot, it is us. It is us that will command that final output of the papers we are going to publish. It is us that provide relevant evidence because of our experience. It is us that can do all these, not AI. Look upon AI as a very capable assistant. All right, like your intern or your new staff, and you have to give very specific directions to them and say, hey, I need this. This is this. So you provide the context based on your experience, you help shape the output. So therefore, we have to be a master of AI, not the other way around. All right, so I go very fast. Can we? Yeah. Okay, so for government support, all right, we have in Singapore, fortunately, a very strong central bank where we are very, very keen to embrace change. So that when fintech started, it's not looked upon as a disruptor, but rather as a transformation. So our government regulatory environment facilitates and lubricates a lot of things that can be done. And of course, the Smart Nation initiatives, where we really, really max out whatever we can get from AI and all the rest of it. Thankfully, we have a lot of innovation grants. Like just now, our prof from KL, University of KL, he said that sometimes you need that government, private, universities, all the participation to get together. We cannot do things alone. We need a whole community, right? It's like you need a village to raise a child. Similarly, if we have very ambitious strategic policies, we will need, all right, we will need a lot of support. Okay, and in AI, we realize that there's so much we can do, all right? So all of you use ChatGPT. And then you realize that, hey, ChatGPT got hallucination. No. It has hallucination because it's like blind leading the blind. If you give wrong instructions, you get rubbish. Garbage in, garbage out. You teach accounting. If your basic source document, your double entry, all rubbish, of course you get a rubbish balance financial statements. Sama. So therefore, in accounting, in AI, in banking and finance, we are very particular about inputs and the process and the output. Nothing new. So what's new? What's new is the beauty of AI being able to tap on the vast database that they have collected over the years, thanks to OpenAI, thanks to the initial OpenAI labs. They have gotten so much that amazing performance comes when you use ChatGPT. But now we have passed that stage. We have passed that stage of just relying on ChatGPT. Generative AI came in. Whoa, everybody is investing in it. So, where are we? Where are we, the accountants? We find that we have to move from the ledgers to leadership. Why? Because the whole process will be automated. And they will be automated intelligently that sometimes they are better than our friends. They are better than our colleagues because they are able to churn out lots of data almost immediately. How many of you are using Copilot? Anyone? Copilot? Okay. If you haven't, you must use. All right? Why? Because from our Excel spreadsheets, we are now able to use Copilot where they are actually infusing our AI into it. So they use Python in our Excel spreadsheet. And you and I don't know Python programming. Then how? Don't worry. We are now living in a world of no code, low code. You don't worry. You just be a user. Done deal. So you realize that even things like e-invoicing, e-payments, factoring, process automation, they are all done like that. Okay? If you get a chance to have a workshop with us, FinTech Academy can show you how you can do this whole process automation. We've been doing that for more than 8 years now, but let me tell you something. We are also getting obsolete. Why? Because now you're not only automating the process flow, you are able to build AI agents. And the AI agents are the different personas. They're not human beings. There are different personas that you can call them out and you can call them to talk to each other and they can give you what you and what you want, like that. All right? Wow, this is fantastic. So, besides automating process flow, we are able to use AI agents to augment it. So what do? Unemployed? No. We are needed for authentic intelligence, right? That one is artificial. So what is our authentic intelligence? We then can have time to focus on strategic and advisory decision making. We can now have more time to engage our client, all right? Find out exactly what is needed, what are the problems, and then we can offer solutions. So we are now at this stage where we can have the luxury of engaging our clients so that we can emphasize the importance of trust, transparency, all right? And all these, don't worry, just leave it to AI. I'm serious. Everything you see here, next one, all right? All these, you find that they're so much faster than human beings, right? And they are so brilliant. Accuracy, 90%. Sometimes we all work until very tired, make mistakes, right? No such thing. The AI will not make mistakes, all right? And it's very cost effective because once you have the system set up, that's it. No more, month end balance, year end, need to sleep, no need, cannot go holidays. No more. It's very predictable, very consistent, it's compatible with any technology you have. Whether you are using an ERP system or you are using a software as a service, don't worry. We can automate it and we can have AI agent. All right? So accounting is in this very exciting era, moving from manual ledgers to automation. But automation is not enough. We now have the luxury of shifting to strategic advisory. And just last night, when I was coming here, all right, in the cab, I was listening to how our very, very resourceful and intelligent prof, who actually acts as a consultant to an airline company. So this is amazing. That's where we want our authentic intelligence to go into, right? So we run courses like this where we help you find out what is the data that you already have and how we can then leverage on it to use AI agents to get things done. All right? So that you relieve our colleagues, our human beings from Midnight Express. Okay, next. Right, so augmenting the accountant means that you build the AI capabilities so that you can then only come in when there are variances, right? Then you come in only when there's a red flag, you come in only when there are nuances to be ironed out. So therefore, the human judgment is still very important. And in this way, we make better decisions. So opportunities, risks, we do a trade-off, right? We don't want to miss opportunities because we are able to handle, we can go very fast, we can do a lot of things, and yet we must be well aware of risk. Right, so if you, I'm sorry, I don't have time, right? Time is running out. So if you can scan this, we will provide you my PowerPoints as well as further readings. As and academia, I cannot give up reading. It's through reading that you get to learn a lot, right? And it's through reading you keep yourself relevant and up to date. So if you can WhatsApp me, I will give you all the readings. Okay, this is an example which I cannot resist sharing today. The future takes flight at Singapore Changi Airport. How many of you have been to Singapore? Very good. The other half, you haven't been, please come. So when you walk through, like I came in, all right, I don't even need to take out my passport from my bag. I just show my face, and then I go in. Why so? Because we have facial recognition in our system. Then you say, "Ayah, don't bedek lah, what's new, right? Just facial recognition." Okay? But let me tell you this. Besides the facial recognition, there will be so much more that is automated behind the scenes. All right? And this is how we are then doing a lot of what we call digital identity. But you must be aware of what's going on. Government collect data, okay, fine. But if you've got people approaching you to say, "Hi, we are doing an experiment and we would like to collect your identity," please beware, all right? So this type of risk, I think you only know it when you start reading more about it. I love it. I love our airports because it's seamless, it's automated, and it is personalized. And without further ado, I would like to say that I'm going to share with you all these readings on Gen AI and also AI agents. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Dr. Ko, for insightful presentation. And once again, please give your hand to applauding Dr. Ko. Okay, before we moving ahead, I must introduce Dr. Ko from the beginning, but I think because the time is so quick, so I have to make a quick explanation about the Dr. Ko background. She is experienced in professional and the founder and CEO of Fintech Academy, and her career highlights include a 17-year with the Ministry of Education, and also now she acts as a faculty associate stars and a principal investigator for a research grant at NTU. So because the time is limited, so I cannot carry on further. Okay. Okay.
But on that note, I like to say that if any one of you, any universities, is excited about ESG research, please see me after this, because we seriously want to do more ESG research.
Yeah.
That's what we love doing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Prof. Ko. And we also thank you to Dr. Isnaini for the presentation for the presentation that you have done early, and also Dr. Ko. Now, next to the another presenter, I will read on the biography. So in brief, Associate Professor Vezarat Aubme Bonsuk PhD. As I know, the nickname is Professor Chip. She is an academic specializing in finance as International College of National Institute of Development Administration, or stand for ICONIDA, Thailand. Her expertise lies in finance as well, including credit risk, quantitative research of finance, financial psychology, and R programming. The role currently that she handed on is associate professor. She catered as a lecturer of Assumption University in Thailand, and Dr. Alma Bensuk educational background includes in PhD in finance from the National Institute of Development Administration, NIDA, a master from Science in Finance and Investment from Brunel University, West London, United Kingdom, and also she finished Bachelor of Business Administration in Assumption University. That's her background that I found from her resume. So now turn into the session. Please, Dr. Vesaraj, which one would you like to go for? Oh, any name it. Okay, please. Time and floor is yours now. Oh, okay, please visualize the slide into the screen. Okay, now is
Thank you, Martino.
your time.
Happy to see you again. He was my PhD advisee, and he graduated 10 years ago, and I'm happy to see his progress. And I'm very happy to be here in Terbuka again. Actually, I've been here also last year. He brought me here to have a tour around, and it's a very beautiful campus. So thank you for inviting me. Before I go into my main topic, I would like to, next slide please. I would like to have you doing some game activities, small games, because we have extra 9 minutes from us. Do you have a piece of paper or a pen or pencil, anything you can write on? We are going to do a quiz.
Oh, you want to have a quiz for the
I would like to have a quiz.
Okay,
or you can type in your phone. You will have 1 minute for your quiz.
Okay.
Go back to my second slide, please. Yeah. So do you all know this? What is it? A paper clip. Yes, you are very familiar with this. So I would like you to take 1 minute writing down as many ideas as you think that you can use this paper clip for. Time start. 1 minute. What you can do with the paper clip? Besides using it to clip paper, what else you can use it for? 50 seconds left.
Okay. Anybody?
Write down on your own paper. Martino, you can do it also.
Yeah, I will. I will do.
What you can do with the paper clip? Time is running. It can be any creative idea or even silly ideas. And I think time is almost up. Yes, time's up. So count how many ideas you got.
Okay, from my side, I got 2. Because it's short.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you got more than 5? Wow, impressive.
Dr. Ko
Wow.
has 5.
More than 10?
Is 9.
Ooh.
More than 5.
Next slide, please. On average, usually people or students got around 10 ideas. And many of you may use it for like SIM ejector, right? Anyone got that on your paper? Or even an earring or the tape marker. So what we can see from this game, next slide please. We see that a paper clip remains the same. It is just a paper clip, but you have many ideas. These are from your mindset. So your mindset is something that changed the way you use the paper clip. So that is the beginning of how we can move towards sustainability. We have to begin with the mindset of what else we can do with the limited resources. We don't want to use any more resources or more materials, but what we have on hand, what we can do, what we can use with that. And innovation turns the mindset into reality. And with technology, we can have value creation to our society. Next slide, please. So I would like to share with you the example from Thailand, how we can have innovation and technology synergy together to sustainability achievement. So for Thailand, we have a BGC model, the biocircular green economy. For the bioeconomy part, we promote our small and medium business to use the biological resources and make it into products. And you will see some examples later. For circular economy, we change from a one-way economy that we produce, use, and waste. We change it to circular. We recycle and we reuse it. And for the green economy, we focus on environment, water, air, and our forest preservation. So this, next slide please. This is an example of using the food waste, right? Orange, you see fruits on your table. When you have fruits, we have orange peel, banana skin. So the food waste, we use advanced technology to turn it into bioplastic that can be degradable naturally and is not harmful for the environment. Next slide, please. So we have Fruta Bio, that's the startup from Thailand. So they turn the food waste into a tote bag or wine bag. So fashionable products and very beautiful, and we can reduce the waste. At the same time, we don't produce the plastic to our environment. The next example that we have in Thailand that I would like to proudly share with you is the use of water hyacinth. Actually, if you go, how many of you have been to Thailand? Yes? Have you used our taxi boat? Yes? It's a very challenging experience, right? Adventurous. So we have many rivers and we have the boats that are a taxi or a bus that commute people because we also have terrible traffic jam. So people use boats also. And water hyacinth was once blocking the river and create water pollution. But we found a way to turn this waste into beautiful products like handmade handicraft, like baskets or cushion beads. So this is one of the examples that we turn the problem into something beautiful and sustainable. Next slide, please. And we also have our carbon credit exchange that farmers or business can participate in. This is the voluntary program at the moment. And we have the system to track how much carbon that the company produce. And if the company can reduce the carbon emission, then they can sell the carbon credit and get some funds from that. So this is like the incentive for business and for individual to help us improving our sustainability, and we can get financial rewards from that. And next slide, please. And another company from Thailand, this is another startup, the 78 Transform Limited. They use the old car tires. The car tires was once the big problem in Thailand. We have a huge pile of the car tires and it goes to the landfills and is harmful for the environment. But this company used the advanced technology to transform it into usable products like eco-fuel oil, carbon black, the wire steel, and then we can reuse it, and we have a less waste in our environment. Next slide, please. And moving to our financial industry, we have bond market, Thai Bond Market Association, and we have ESG bond. Our first ESG bond was issued by the BTS. If you've been to Thailand, you'll be very familiar with this symbol, the BTS, our SkyTrain. So the BTS launched this ESG bond, and they pay the coupon interest to the investors. And these bonds have the key performance indicators that are tied to the sustainability performance. So if the company is able to reduce the carbon emission according to the target, then they can pay the stated coupon interest to the investors. But if they are not able to meet the sustainability target, they have to pay more coupon interest to the investors. So that is like the incentive, and it is also the signal to the investors that the company is putting an effort to meet the sustainability indicator targets. Next slide, please. So those examples are from the industries, from the business world. But as we are from the educational sector, we are educators. What you see from those examples, there is one thing that they have in common. The people who have the mindset and turn their ideas into action. So we have a role as educator to make this happen. So at ICONIDA, where I am from, we have a collaboration with the European Union, with the European universities, Malaysian universities, and also some universities in Indonesia. Trisakti is also one of our partner here, and we developed the MASUDEM, Master of Sustainable Development Management Program. We just launched it this year, and it's the master degree, and we aim to produce the graduates that will become the leaders, join the management, and bring the sustainability idea into action, into value creation, because what the world doesn't just need graduates, we need the change makers, right? So together we can help moving toward sustainability in ASEAN. So thank you very much.
Okay, give applause to Dr. Fesarat Amebonsuk for the excellent presentations. Now we're heading to our final presenter for this session. According to the organizer committee, that Dr. Nguyen Hong Thuy will be presented through the online, and she will deliver the presentation from the Vietnam. Please, if you can present the Prof. Thuy to the screen. And please be patient for waiting us because your question and answer session will be kept until the Dr. Thuy present. Okay. Okay. Here we are, Dr. Thuy. Good morning, Dr. Thuy. How's going on today?
I'm sorry, because in Vietnam we have the storm, so that's the signal is not quite good. I'm so sorry for that.
Okay, but here we can see you in the very crystal clear. I think no big issues for the connection now. So you may start for this final session, Dr. Tui.
Yeah. Can I share my screen or someone will help me?
Okay, I may ask. You can do to your place, I thought.
Yeah. Sorry, because I cannot share screen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will try to ask for help.
Sorry, because
Yeah.
I use my computer and my phone. Yeah, at the same time, please let me share the screen from the computer.
Okay, no worries, Dr. Tui. We asked our staff to go for your screen. Okay, now we have your display now already. The screen, the entire screen is on for you. Okay, please, Dr. Tui, for your presentation to be delivered.
Yeah, okay. Good morning. So first of all, I would like to say thank you to all of the organizing committee for inviting me to such interesting and amazing events. I'm very, very sorry because I cannot go to Indonesia for the events. Actually, we have the events at the same time, so I cannot join. The first thing I would love to thank to all the organizing committee and the guest speaker and the keynote speaker. You gave me some idea from the thing that we do. I would love to share. Actually, when I prepare for the presentation, I just think what I need to share with you. So when I work with my writers and my provost, he asked me whether or not we need the accountant and what we need to change from the accounting programs. So that's why I start my presentation with the transforming accounting curriculum towards the twin transition. I mean that we need to train the curriculum towards the green, the sustainability, and the transition, the technology. So please move to the next slide. Yeah, so the first thing I would love to share with you is that I would love to share why I want to do that. Why I want to make the green curriculums and towards the transitions, twin transitions. And the second thing, I want to share what we do in our curriculum towards the twin transition. And we have some steps. Luckily, we have some progress in our education programs. The first, we moved to the higher position in the QS ranking with the 301 to the 375 in QS ranking by subject in accounting and finance. And the second thing, we are granted by the ACBSP accreditation in US. So let's move to the next slide. Yeah, so for the context why we do that, yeah, please move to the next slide for me. Thank you. Yeah, with the context, we start with the digital transformation in higher education. When we talk with our writers, he asked me, do we need the accountant? Why we need the accountant when we have many things, like Dr. Cole said, we have the AI, do we need the credit, debit, and anything? So that's why I start with explore the STEM DOD from US. So they estimate that they will have 240 STEM carriers, and in that I find the accountant, the auditors, and the business analysis. So luckily, so we can keep our career with retraining the mindset to build our curriculums. Please move to the next slide. Yeah, so I see in the World Economic Forum report, and they said that the employers assess skill shortage in 73% in their industry, and the children today will work with new types of jobs that do not yet exist. It's around 65%, and 80% of leaders highlight new way of working as the top drives for their success. Okay, let's move to the next slide. And the labor demand so very, I think maybe we need to face with the important factor for the developing business strategy of enterprise. I get it from the Economics Forum report also. And the top important factor for the business strategy developed in the economy is we will have the growth, the labor, and the community administration and the other thing. So let's move to the next slide. I contribute in one report with ACCA, and they show that the future of accountancy needs to embed it with, at the same time, with the technology development and the sustainable business. And that's why in the survey of the ACCA in the global, they have at least 55% requirement need to change in the career. And for the green transition in higher education, I see that, please move to the next slide. Yeah, you can see we have some top fastest growing job. Let's talk about the AI, machine learning specialist, and sustainability specialist. So when I see that, I just think, so what we need to do, what is accountants do? Do we need to do only with the numbers? Or we need to do with the non-quantitative, like I said, sometimes we have non-financial information in the report. But what do we need to focus? If we focus on only the financial factor, do they need us to do that? Okay, let's move to the next slide. And for all the things, please move to the next. For all the things, so I decided to change my curriculums. And please move to the next slide. Sorry. Yeah, I think maybe we do not have enough time. Skip this slide for me. Yeah, skip this too. Sorry for that, because I see that we have only 50 minutes. Yeah, and in Vietnam, I just do the survey, and we see that the demand of the accounting job is a decrease, but on the supply side, the current status of the accounting education in Vietnam have the different pictures. We have total number of students around 5%, exactly 4.9% of total students in Vietnam. So we see that with 100 students, we have 5 students in accounting. And we will have 10% of the university have the major in accounting. So please move to the next slide for me. Thank you. Yeah, and when we see on the current status of the accreditation of the accounting training programs, I see that we lack of the accreditation. And I consider the accreditation as the navigators for changing the curriculums. Okay, let's move to the next slide for me. Yeah, and when we look into what the employees need from our students. The business and individual perception of the importance of technology. So you can see that they almost agree with that. They need the skillful student. That means they need the student equipped with all the skill, like they have the Python, they have the Power BI, they have the Power Query. Yeah, let's move to the next slide. Yeah, and
Dr.
what
Tui,
they think about our, yeah.
please, I remind
So maybe I
all the
have-
time. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, okay, sorry for that. So, sorry, maybe you can skip this slide for me. Yeah, this one too, you can skip this slide. Yeah, maybe this slide too. I'm so sorry for that because I cannot go outside. I cannot share my screen. Yeah, so I take the research and I ask my students what they need and what they have and what they desire to be. And I see that we have the cross between what the employers need and what the student want to be. Please move to the next slide. And after that, I put in many things in our curriculum. The first thing I put into my curriculum is that I put some kind of the technology courses into my curriculum. Even my curriculum is in accounting. My program's in accounting, but we are in half. Please move to the next slide for me. Yeah. We will have some kind of the apply IFS, and we have some kind of the technology, like so we have the Python, we have the R, we have the Power BI, and we have Tableau in my curriculums. So that's why when my students graduate, they can work with very high-tech skills, and they can work with as the auditor, the accountant, and even they can work as a business analyst. I know we have the time constraint, so maybe I cannot finish the other slides. But in conclusion, so I want to share that we need to change from the new definition of the accountant toward the sustainability. Like we will have the environmental accounting, we will have the technology courses into our curriculums. And for that, our students can equip enough skill to be ready for the new requirement of the labor market. I think that I do not have enough time for the other things, so maybe I will answer all the questions and comments. Thank you again for inviting me to the event. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much indeed, Dr. Tui, for the great presentations. It's time to Q&A session. I encourage you all, the participants, to raise the question from the offline participants. You can raise your hands, and for the online participants, you can click the raise hand sign, or you may just put your questions into the chat box. So we have 15 minutes, all the speakers, to address the questions accordingly. So please, from the left side, that's the lady with the scarf, the black shirt, wearing black shirt. Okay, please mention your name and also the questions to whom belongs to. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So hello everyone, my name is Alian Rushifa, a student of management from Universitas Terbuka. And so thank you so much for our sharing today. And all speaker, it's so inspired for me. But especially, I would like to ask to Dr. Lilian. So
My question is, core reliance on AI, weaken auditors' analytical skill and professional in situation over time. So that's for me. Thank you.
Can you repeat or you can just use in Indonesian bahasa if you would
menggunakan saya.
Yeah, because it's too fast to hear.
Baik, jadi
We cannot catch up.
apakah AI ini itu bisa melemahkan analitik dari seorang akunting dan juga profesional di jangka waktu yang panjang gitu?
Okay.
Dari situ.
Okay. Yeah, I repeat. Could AI weakened the professional for the AI professionals? I mean, AI professional could be weakened by the existence of AI. Is it could be like that or not?
Will that happen? I assure you it won't. It only happens to those who are uninitiated, who refuses to keep up to date and to stay relevant. As long as you are very, very up to date, you will stay ahead of the curve. So, back to your question, will AI replace us? The answer is never. It only replaces those who refuse to realize that there is a changing role of our profession. And the changing role is no longer the preparer. You know, once upon a time, we teach bookkeeping, double entry, preparing final statements, doing interpretation, etc. Now, it is all automated. Bum is there. But we, the professionals, understand how all these came about. We, the professionals, can interpret it and therefore can use it intelligently to make strategic decisions, to advise our clients, to advise the management. We cannot be replaced by AI because our years of real experience and contextualizing it for the client, something that is a wisdom. AI, no wisdom. AI just crawl all through the data and then they will give you the data. That's it. All right? So yes, as long as we know how to use AI as an enabler and augment our work, we will always stay ahead of the curve. So good question. Please tell everybody, come on, let's all get on board. All right? Thanks.
Okay, thank you so much indeed for insightful answer, Dr. Lily. Yeah, that's the alia for Dr. Lily answering your question. And the next one more questions for the offline attendants. Okay, I think on that side, the back side. Okay, please. Mention your name.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Abdullah Fauzi Baharta. I am from SMIN 4 Jakarta, Jakarta Force High School. And my question is for Miss Fesara, if I'm not mispronounce it. And the question is, what can you do to change the sustainability habits if the society around us is not ready for leading to change? Thank you. That was my question.
If the society not ready to accept the newest technology that implemented, what we will be doing for facing on these issues?
Okay, thank you for your question. It's always a question, popular question, wherever I go and talk about sustainability. Actually, I went to Jakarta a few months ago and give the speech about sustainability as well, and I got the same question. But in that case, the question was, how do governments encourage businesses to participate in sustainability program? But for your question, it's about society and people, right? So think about yourself. Would you buy the products that has a label that it is sustainable, good for environment or not? When you make the purchase decision, do you think of that? Do you use it as the criteria when you buy the products, like buying shampoo or buying something on your daily use? If the label says it's sustainable, would it makes you would like to buy those products and use those products?
Yes, it would for me, because in my daily life too, I also use. I'm not using a single-use plastic bag in my daily life. And for my daily life, when I'm maybe going to market or maybe I just going to supermarket, I will buy the product when it said like recycle, or maybe just we can reuse it for once or second time for after the bottles it's used by us. Thank you.
Thank you for your answer. So actually there is a marketing research, doing research on Gen Z's value, and we found the results that Gen Z focus more on value. So when they make a purchase decision, they will look at the products and see if it's sustainable or not. But for some other people, for some other society, it remains the challenge. But I would like to share my own experience in Thailand, because I am a mother of 2 children also, and my son is in the school, and the school has the program that every week they will accept the bottle plastic or the paper box that from the parents, and the school will sell it and raise the funds for the school. And there is also now a campaign that the elder students, like the students in high school or in elementary, for the clothes or the shoes or the musical instruments that they don't use anymore, they will put it at the school, and the kindergarten students can come and see what they can take back home and reuse it. So everyone has to work together. If we can do something like this from the school community, I can see that it really motivates the parents to do something like this. So, and when we take it back home to our family, we can apply this. And also about the plastic bags, we can see more people using the bags that is from the clothes, right? From the green products. But to extend your question, it is more challenging also in the business world. They are governed by the regulators, but what can make them willing internally to participate in sustainable business? As the educator and as researcher, I have done research on this also, and I'm trying to produce the evidence that if the business or the company are doing something in ESG, they can create the value to the stock. For example, I have done the research on the issuance of ESG bond, and I found that for the company that issue the ESG bond, it is sending the signal to the investors that they commit to the sustainability practice, and that added the value into their stocks. So we found that investors take that as the additional value that will encourage the business to do sustainability practice.
Okay,
Thank you.
so wonderful explanation from Ajahn Pesarats. Give a clap applause to Dr. Chip. And also Abdullah, we're proud of you, my man, because you are still have a long way to go for your careers. And you now, I think, I can be mentioned, you are high potential youth for your generation. Give applause as well to Abdullah. Okay, then we move to the two more questions. One for Dr. Isnaini and one for Dr. Tui. Please, in online, I think, or offline. Okay, one offline.
Hello. I am Hans Wendel Arihina from the De La Salle University, Dasmariñas in the Philippines. So this question is addressed to Dr. Lilian Go, the founder of FinTech Academy. So in the Philippines currently, there is a bill in the Congress about blockchain system, but there are a lot of arguments about regarding accounts of its effectivity. So in the Philippines, rather in Singapore, in your country, how do you effectively manage to apply blockchain and also AI in your reportings in financial statements? Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, to whom your questions?
Dr. Lilian Ko. Dr. Ko.
Dr. Ko. Oh, Dr. Lily. Okay, Dr. Lily. Yeah, you may answer this. Oh, both. Okay.
Thank you for that question. So, if I summarize, you are just curious. What's going on in blockchain technology?
Yes.
Where does AI come into play?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
You buy a lot of cryptocurrency? No, just kidding. Okay, a lot of people, when they hear the word blockchain, they always think that it is cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Honestly, blockchain technology is where you can then automate a lot of processes, and they are transparent, they are accessible, they are, you can see what's going on, because if you put it, on a public chain, everybody has access to it, and it's immutable because you cannot alter anything. So we like it very much. And in our accounting terms, we like to say this is distributed ledger. So what happens when you build something on blockchain? Let's just talk about supply chain, or we talk about how do you know that these vegetables from farm to fork is actually real organic vegetables. The farm is somewhere else, maybe in Cameron Highlands, maybe in New Zealand, and how do you know by the time you get it on the table, it is really organic? Blockchain technology creates that. And AI is being used to augment it. With AI, your blockchain normal tracking is very slow. All right? But with AI built on top of it, you then will be able to get it, all right? You'll be able to get a dashboard to track from farm to fork. You'll be able, it's like how you call, what do you call Gojek or Grab, right? It's like when you call your taxi, your Grab, you can see, you can track, right? Same. So we love to have the AI built together with blockchain so that we can then have that traceability, and instantaneously we can have a lot of data on our dashboard. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you so much for that wonderful question.
Okay, thank you so much. Give applause again to Dr. Ko for answering the questions. Okay, one more question. Yeah, one more question online. Please, for the question online, please show on the screen.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm ready to answer the question.
One question remains from the online. Is there any question? Oh, yeah, we have a question. One more question. Okay. Can I read? Okay. I got the question already. Sorry. For Dr. Isnaini. We have a question from online participants. Most of fintech currently evaluate success mainly through financial indicators. So he said that the loans with the fintechs, the loans quickly repaid, and also this is I have to figure out. Branded sustainability, it should be also demonstrate long-term environment impact, footprint waste. So how fintech measure environmental and social outcomes over time rather than just a short time? How fintech can role to tackle the issues in the short, in the long term than in the short term? Yeah.
I hope I can understand the question correctly. But first of all, I can make a general statement about fintech is, I think it's more than just a bank. We need more institutions ensuring that they are closer to the community basically, because fintech presence can be even more in the, for example, in the rural area. Also can reach out farmer, fishermen, I mean. So basically that will help a lot. And especially when fintech has a mission with a purpose of the green lending, for example, and with that focus, they will be able to support our national agenda because each country has this national determined contribution, isn't it? And as I said in my presentation, that we still have a lot of gap in terms of funding and executions, tracking down all this taxonomy that we need to have a standard. So fintech, I think, play an important role. Can be a very quick solution to address the matter, the needs wherever the company, especially the small, medium enterprises, they need the support of green lending. That's how it plays a role in terms of closing the gap.
Okay, thank you so much indeed, Dr. Isnaini, for insightful answer. Okay, now we enter the closing session. So I may ask the speakers of each of speakers to have a closing statement. So starting from Dr. Isnaini.
Okay. I hope she can go first, and ladies, two ladies first, and then me as a closing remark, maybe. I have one of her. I have things to say. You go first, I think. Closing remark.
Probably the closing remarks, yeah. Yeah, the closing statement, only 1 minute. Like, the short remarks.
We hope you enjoy the session and have a good lunch.
Okay, give a big round of applause for Dr. Pisarat. And next, Dr. Ko.
I like to share that we must all stay curious, all right? Be the change you want to be, stay curious, whether you're a student, whether you're a professor, whether you're a policymaker, you must stay curious and stay ahead of the curve. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to Dr. Isnaini.
This one I really prepared for, I think this closing remark for all the audience here. And I'm happy to be here in the Universitas Terbuka, yeah? You call it Open University, something like that, right? So some of the people here knows that I'm a composer, I'm a songwriter of the hymn of the Ikatan Akuntan Indonesia, IAPI, dan lain-lain. Some of you as a member of the institute of the IAI or either IAPI or IAPI, yeah, sectoral auditor. So one of the hymns that I created for the IAPI is in Bahasa we call Amanah Berjaya. ada yang paham istilah amanah. When first time I composed that, the title of the song, amanah, when I tried to understand it in English, there are basically three interpretations of amanah. First is trust. Do you understand Malay? People call amanah is like the responsible person, accountable persons. So first is amanah as a trust, amanah as a stewardship, and amanah as a custodianship. So let me explore a little bit if I have time. Still have
a little bit. Yeah.
So we are entrusted with the earth. The planet is not ours to exploit. It is a sacred trust from the Creator, the God, society, and the future generations. To pollute or destroy it is to betray that trust. Jadi nggak boleh mengkhianati. Kita ini as manusia harus mengerti bahwa kita ini memegang amanah in this planet. Second, amanah as a responsibility. We are responsible for the well-being of the earth, this planet. Caring for nature, reducing waste, and preserving biodiversity are moral duties, not optional acts. Bukan option ya, jadi itu kewajiban moral. Responsibility means taking actions, not just having good intention. Terakhir, ada amanah as a stewardship. Bisa volumenya kecil dikit. Ini actually the song. Read it.
Oh, wonderful. Give applause. Rounded big applause to our speakers. Oh man,
I haven't finished.
It's so inspiring, and somehow this touching my heartfelt.
So much, thank you so much. But can you lower down the volume? I will continue to speak and explain what the meaning it was. Bisa kecilin dikit ya. Nanti later on after my speak finish, then we can turn on in the higher volume. Number 3, amanah as a stewardship. We are stewards of the earth. Stewardship calls for wise and ethical management of resources. It means balancing human needs with ecological sustainability, ensuring that our actions today do not harm tomorrow. Lastly, amanah as custodianship. We are custodians, guardians of the earth. The role demands vigilance, protections, and advocacy. As custodians, we must defend the planet from harm and nurture its resilience. Please play the volume higher.
Okay, give a rounded applause for our speakers. Oh, that's.
But actually, there is one final sentence. So the song I create, it's been translated into English, and the title will be "Serve the World with Truth." And that's why I think when we talk about the greenwashing, I think that is totally against in terms of what we call the truth, and that's why the spirit of the hymn that I will propose to the International Federations of Accountants, they will have this anniversary of accountant every November 10, is it? So I'm proposing this song for the very first Global Accountants Anthem.
Okay.
Jadi mudah-mudahan Bapak Ibu lagu akuntan sedunia itu ciptaan kita.
Okay, give
selamat
applause.
menikmati, boleh diputar yang keras tidak apa-apa.
Made it for us, yeah. Made from us. For us. Okay, now we reach to the final session. For the closing, I might be not give more conclusion because time bound, and we extend so much gratitude for the speakers that now would be here, and I would delight to have you guys, the participants. And also, I extend my grateful thanks to the committee, the organizer, that this not happen all of a sudden, but this well planned by them. Okay, give applause to all of us. Okay, thank you, and I give this over to our beautiful MCs, Miss Abby. Miss Abby, thank you.
Thank you very much for that enlightening session. Thank you very much for all the panelists and also the moderator. Please remain on stage as we're going to proceed with the token of appreciation session. So please remain on stage. We would like to invite Dr. Meirani Hersasi and Professor Dr. Razainid to come to the stage to hand over the token of appreciation. Thank you. The first certificate is given to Dr. Isnaini Ahdiad. Thank you very much, Dr. Isnaini. That was such an insightful experience and also your insight that you have shared with us. And the second appreciation is given to Dr. Lilian Ko from Singapore. Thank you very much for such interesting explanation from your side, Dr. Lilian Ko. Such a verified session with you. We also have appreciation for Dr. Fisara Aome Bunsuke from Thailand. Thank you very much, Dr. Fisara, for sharing your thoughts. And last but not least, also we have appreciation virtually for Dr. Nguyen Thi Hung Thuy from Vietnam, which is a symbolic appreciation on the screen. We have the digital appreciation. If Dr. Nguyen Thi Hung, are you still there? Well,
on site.
Yeah, so we have the digital version of the certificate appreciation for you. Thank you very much, Dr. Nguyen Thi Hung, for sharing your insights today. Right, thank you very much. This is the certificate appreciation, and our team members will be in touch with you later to send this digital certificate. And last but not least, of course, to the one who led this session, the moderator, Dr. Martina Wibowo. Thank you very much for leading the virtual panel session. And ladies and gentlemen, please stand next one to another as we're going to take another picture together, holding the certificate of appreciation with Dr. Rani and a medal. Right. Let's give the brightest smile for all the contributions that have been made today. And counting down in 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you very much to all the speakers and moderators. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another big round of applause for all the experiences and insight that have been given to us this afternoon. Thank you very much, Dr. Isnaini, Dr. Lilian Ko, Dr. Fisara, and Dr. Martina Wibowo. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, what an inspiring day we have had so far. Time is ticking, and we have listened to so many insightful ideas and also remarkable speakers. And also, we celebrated basically the collaboration of the ASEAN brothers and sisters, you know. And we're now unfortunately approaching to the end of our seminar today, and also at the same time we're approaching the start of our next session. But before that, before we move forward, we would like to express our deepest appreciation to all our distinguished speakers, moderator, organizing committee members, to our co-host, our sponsor, and of course to you, all participants who are joining us on UTCC and also online. Virtually. Thank you so much for all your active engagement. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we transition to the next session, that is the AFSL competition session, we will be guided by a new host, right? And this is a dynamic trio who will keep hopefully the energy keep going throughout the next session. And so that means it's time for me to close my curtain. So it has been an honor for me to be the host for all of you today. And thank you very much for your warm attention and then also active contributions. And thank you so much for having me. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our next MCs, Chandra Murthy, Karisma Azmi, and Muhammad Fahri.
Thank you, Ms. Ayubi. And what an amazing and insightful we just had today. And thank you for all the participants for your attention and your enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's been such a great morning full of inspiring moments. We hope you are still full of energy and excitement, of course, to continue with today's session.
We truly appreciate your active participation and great enthusiasm since this morning. You have all been such an amazing audience. We hope you will keep the same energy as we continue to the next exciting agenda together with us, Echa, Fahri, and Karisma.
But before we continue to the next agenda, it's time for us to take a short break and enjoy our lunch.
That's right, the lunch break will start from now until 1:30 p.m. So please take your time to relax and have your meal.
Don't forget to come back on time because after the break, we will continue another exciting agenda in the AFSL competition.
Enjoy your lunch and see you!